out on the news. Don't be denied live news anymore. No more fear of missing out. You can catch the news anytime, anywhere, and on any device. All you have to do is open your browser, Google Republic Live Stream, and tap to watch the news. We are available on most OTT platforms, and if your platform of choice doesn't have Republic Live Stream, you can ask them to reach out to us and we will make it available. Alleged Partho aide Urpita stays in Enforcement Directorate custody till Monday in the SSC scam. Exclusive investigation details on the show tonight. It's a big Republic Bangla political scoop. Massive divide in the TMC over action against Partho. Congress leader Pawan Khera in big trouble. Smriti Irani files legal notice for criminal defamation. 8-year-old minor girl raped in Bhopal. One accused arrested. Detailed investigation report coming up. Days after Republic unraveled a practice of Friday namaz leaves in Jharkhand school instead of Sunday. Similar practice now reported in Bihar. Republic brings you a live report from Dras in Ladakh, where preparation for the 23rd Kargil Vijay Divas are in full swing. Starting this edition of This Is Exclusive with a story which seems to have been completely brushed under the carpet. A shocking and shameful incident has been reported in Madhya Pradesh's capital city of Bhopal. An 8-year-old girl studying in a government school has been allegedly raped by a sweeper's husband in the school toilet. We have learnt that the child had just been admitted. It was her 6th day to school, wherein she was unaware about where the washroom was and accidentally entered the one not used. We've been reporting this from Ground Zero and have also learnt that the accused has been identified and arrested. Here's more.
राजधानी भोपाल के सरकारी स्कूल में घिनौनी करतूत होती है। एक 8 साल की बच्ची जो 4th क्लास में पढ़ती है, उसके साथ स्कूल के टॉयलेट में बलात्कार की घटना होती है। मैं इस समय ग्राउंड जीरो पर हूं और आपको उस सरकारी स्कूल का वो टॉयलेट दिखाता हूं जहां पर आरोपी ने मौके का फायदा उठाया और अबोध बच्ची के साथ रेप जैसी घटना को अंजाम दिया। देखिए, स्कूल का नाम तो हम इसलिए नहीं बता रहे हैं कि जिससे विक्टिम की पहचान उजागर हो सकती है, इसलिए हम स्कूल का नाम नहीं बता रहे हैं, लेकिन ये स्कूल है जिसकी ये बिल्डिंग है और चूंकि बच्ची का कुछ दिन पहले ही इस स्कूल में एडमिशन हुआ था और उसे नहीं पता था कि बच्चियों के लिए 2 टॉयलेट हैं। एक टॉयलेट जिसमें अधिकांश बच्चे आते हैं और दूसरी टॉयलेट ये है जो बंद रहती है, लेकिन यहाँ पर मतलब कम बच्चे आते हैं। वो यहाँ पर धोखे से आ गई और इसी का फ़ायदा उठाकर सुनसान, चूँकि एक स्कूल के कोने पर यह टॉयलेट बना है, इसका फ़ायदा उठाकर आरोपी ने उसकी आंखें बंद करी और उसे अंदर ले जाकर उसके साथ घिनौनी करतूत की। हालांकि जैसा कि पुलिस के वरिष्ठ अधिकारियों ने हमें बताया कि घटना के बाद बच्ची रोई, उसने परिजनों को बताया और फिर पुलिस ने उससे बारीकी से पूछताछ की तो बच्ची ने आरोपी के कपड़ों का रंग बताया, जिस आधार पर आरोपी को गिरफ्तार कर लिया गया है। लेकिन देखिए, बड़ी बात यह है कि जैसा कि पाया गया है कि स्कूल में 2 टॉयलेट हैं, लेकिन इस टॉयलेट की उसे जानकारी नहीं थी। यहाँ ये टॉयलेट अक्सर यूज़ नहीं होती है, लेकिन वो यहाँ आ गई। लेकिन लापरवाही यहाँ पर स्कूल प्रबंधन की है कि ये जो सीसीटीवी कैमरे हैं वो बंद पाए गए। इसके अलावा जो सफाई कर्मी का पति है वो परिवार के साथ यहाँ क्यों रह रहे थे, ये तमाम वो सवाल हैं जिसको लेकर पुलिस के साथ साथ बाल संरक्षण आयोग ने भी संज्ञान लिया है और ऐसी घटना मध्य प्रदेश की राजधानी भोपाल में ना हो, इसके लिए पूरी तरह से कोशिश की जा रही है।
बच्ची अबोध बालिका थी, उसके द्वारा अपने परिजनों को बताया गया। परिजनों के द्वारा थाने में आकर के घटना का संज्ञान दिया गया था, जिस वजह से तत्काल मौके पर थाना प्रभारी अपनी टीम के साथ पहुंचे हुए थे। वहां पर पता लगा कि लंच का टाइम था, उस समय पे जो वॉशरूम था वहां पर बच्ची के साथ में हरकत की गई थी और फिर बच्ची से हिकमत अमली से पूछताछ की गई। उसके द्वारा कुछ ऐसे साइन बताए गए थे जिसके आधार पर थाना प्रभारी के द्वारा 3-4 टीमें बना करके आसपास के ऐसे संदिग्ध लोगों की तलाश के लिए भेजा गया था और उसी पहचान के आधार पर आरोपी को अभिरक्षा में लिया गया और आरोपी से पूछताछ की गई तो उसके द्वारा घटना करना स्वीकार कर लिया गया।
सर, काफ़ी दर्दनाक और घिनौनी घटना है कि एक 8 साल की बच्ची जो 4th क्लास में पढ़ती है और उसके साथ स्कूल के टॉयलेट में रेप हो जाता है।
घटना बेहद दुखद और गंभीर है। इसको लेके पुलिस ने कार्रवाई की है, लेकिन हम इससे संतुष्ट नहीं हैं। हम इसकी जांच के लिए कलेक्टर को पत्र लिखेंगे, एसपी को भी पत्र लिखेंगे और घटना की पुनरावृत्ति ना हो इसके लिए हम शिक्षा विभाग को ये निर्देश जारी करेंगे कि कर्मचारियों का पुलिस वेरिफिकेशन हो अनिवार्य रूप से, और जो भी कर्मचारी चाहे वो कैंपस में रहता हो चाहे वो स्कूल का हो उसका पुलिस वेरिफिकेशन कराएंगे और इस घटना की जांच कराएंगे। और अभी तो पुलिस ने अभी हाल फिलहाल कार्रवाई कर दी।
तो जो आरोपी है वो वहाँ की सफाई कर्मी का पति है, ऐसे में सफाई कर्मी का पति और वो महिला जो है सफाई कर्मी वो उसी स्कूल कैंपस में रहते हैं, फिर भी वहाँ पर निगरानी की व्यवस्था नहीं थी, सीसीटीवी बंद पड़े हुए थे।
निश्चित तौर पर मैंने कहा कि घटना गंभीर है, इसकी पूरी जांच कराएंगे। ये सीसीटीवी क्यों बंद थे और उसका पति क्यों कैंपस में रह रहा था, इन सब बातों की जांच हम शिक्षा विभाग की जांच कलेक्टर के माध्यम से कराएंगे।
तो उचित जवाब नहीं मिला या एक्शन नहीं दिखा तो क्या बाल संरक्षण आयोग कोई ठोस कदम उठाएगा?
निश्चित तौर पर अगर ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ तो बाल संरक्षण आयोग ठोस कदम उठाएगा।
और सर, दोबारा ऐसी घटनाएं ना हो प्रदेश में, क्योंकि राजधानी में अगर ऐसी घटना होती है जहां पर बच्ची स्कूल के अंदर सेफ नहीं है तो माता पिता अभिभावक डरते हैं, तो ऐसे में आपके विभाग की भी जिम्मेदारी है कि सुरक्षित करें, इस तरह के माहौल को बनाएं कि किसी भी बच्चे के साथ ऐसी घटना ना हो।
वातावरण बहुत अच्छा हो, सुखद हो, ऐसी और सुरक्षित हो, इसके लिए समय समय पर हम निर्देश जारी करते हैं। अमूमन शासन भी निर्देश जारी करता है, लेकिन फिर भी इस घटना के बाद हम पुनः सब सारी चीज़ों को फिर से बारीकता से देखेंगे, सिरे से देखेंगे और पुनः हम इन सब चीज़ों की जांच कराएंगे और ये सुरक्षित वातावरण हो ऐसा हम वातावरण सुनिश्चित करेंगे।
Well, shift focus to a story that we have been tracking very closely. It's the hearing that's taking place in the Calcutta High Court. They've reserved the order that could be coming out in a short while from now. Republic has now accessed full details of the case, and let's also tell you what is it that the Enforcement Directorate had to tell the court. Massive allegation has now been levelled against West Bengal Minister Partho. In fact, the Enforcement Directorate says that there was an attempt that was made by Partho to threaten Enforcement Directorate officials. Not just that, the Enforcement Directorate has also informed the court is that there are reports suggesting that Partho could have manipulated his medical records and got himself admitted. That's the latest details that we're getting in right now with regards to the investigation. The Enforcement Directorate says that the recoveries that have been made so far from Partho's residence as well as Orpita's residence go on to basically indicate that this was a well-oiled mechanism that was in place. In fact, this entire scam that was perpetrated by none other than the minister and several others who have also come under the scanner. We have our reporters on the ground to get us more details of what's really happening in terms of the investigation, because earlier Partho was sent to 2 days of Enforcement Directorate's custody, but what's really transpired is that he's effectively been in a hospital, and that is the reason why perhaps the Enforcement Directorate could not even question him. Let me bring in my colleagues who are joining us from Kolkata. Priyanka as well as Bhaskar, who's joining us. Priyanka, I'll come to you first. You've been tracking this story very closely. It appears that the Enforcement Directorate hasn't been able to question Partho, but they are also levelling a massive charge. The charge being that there is a possibility that the minister could have manipulated the health records. Let's not forget there have been in the past several other Trinamool Congress leaders who have come under the scanner of the central agencies, and they've essentially taken refuge of one particular hospital. Is there anything more that you're picking up?
Well, that's right, Shravan. In fact, we have seen marathon hearings yesterday and today as well with respect to the remand that had been sought for by Partha Chatterjee. And today, of course, his close aide, Arpita Mukherjee, also under the scanner. And she has also been produced before the court, for which 1 day of remand has been given to the Enforcement Directorate. And of course, the investigation will go on further on this as well. But in the meantime, we are also seeing how the developments are taking place with respect to Partha Chatterjee, who had also been complaining of medical issues, of chest pain. And that is why the Enforcement Directorate has also appealed to the Calcutta High Court for the remand as well. That will be decided tomorrow in the PMLA court. But as of now, we are seeing the investigation also continuing, Shravan, because this is not just about Partha Chatterjee or Arpita Mukherjee, but there are several names that are under the scanner of the Enforcement Directorate, and those names are coming to the front, and they will also be investigated. They might also be called and then be interrogated, but that will be down the line after they have carried out the interrogation of Partha Chatterjee and his close aide, Arpita Mukherjee as well. Because remember, these are the people from whose houses there had been 20 phones that had been recovered, 20 crore rupees of cash that had also been recovered. Other than that, of course, gold that had been recovered, the insignia of West Bengal government on these documents that had also been recovered. So all of that will be under the scanner of the Enforcement Directorate. But in the meantime, Shravan, we are also hearing of how Partha Chatterjee had been making frantic phone calls to Mamata Banerjee, and of course how he had also threatened the ED officials that had been to his place, that had gone to his place to carry out the raid as well. And that is when we had seen these kind of source-based information that we had gotten, that Partha Chatterjee in fact is not cooperating with the Enforcement Directorate officials, and that was one of the main reasons why Enforcement Directorate had to in fact arrest Partha Chatterjee as well. So all of that is under the scanner right now, and but we are seeing the kind of developments taking place with respect to the remand of Partha Chatterjee, because these are source-based information that we have gotten, Shravan, as you were also pointing out earlier, that Partha Chatterjee had been, making frantic calls to Mamata Banerjee. There had been threatening, statements that had been made to the Enforcement Directorate officials. Apart from that, of course, we are seeing how the ED is conducting their raids, ED is conducting their investigation on not just Partha Chatterjee and Arpita Banerjee, but of course the entire nexus that had been at play. But these two people had been at the epicenter of it, and that is why the remand will be sought for. Now 1 day has been given for Arpita Banerjee, and tomorrow both of the accused, that is Partha Chatterjee and Arpita, will have to be produced before the PMLA court so that further remand can be decided upon by Shravan.
That also brings to another exclusive. We are given to understand that there has been a massive divide. What divide are we really talking about? The divide within the Trinamool Congress, about what sort of action should have been taken against Partha. On this, I'll also bring in my colleague Bhaskar. Bhaskar, just walk us through the details that you're picking up. A news break by our sister channel Republic Bangla with regards to the divide within the party. Some say that action should have already been taken. At the end of the day, we are talking about some very serious charges against one of the senior most members of the party. But there is also a section who's saying that why take action and fall into the trap of the BJP? What is it that you are picking up?
Absolutely, Shravan. The Trinamool Congress is clearly divided into two fractions. One of them is clearly stating that stern action should be taken immediately against Partha Chatterjee, and he should be punished. He should be punished to ensure the Trinamool Congress party's claim that they do not support this kind of things. But on the other hand, as you were saying that, on the other hand, the other fraction is saying that don't take any steps right now, because this can be a trap of BJP. So the Trinamool Congress, but Shravan, one thing, Trinamool Congress already claimed that the money recovered by ED, at least 21 crore, the money recovered by ED has nothing to do with the Trinamool Congress, and the lady, the close aide of Partha Chatterjee, Arpita Mukherjee, has no connection with the Trinamool Congress. So the Trinamool Congress is clearly stating that Arpita Mukherjee has nothing to do with Trinamool Congress and the money has nothing to do with Trinamool Congress. So Partho Chatterjee, he is a very close aide to Mamata Banerjee, but right now Trinamool Congress is clearly divided into two fractions, and as I was speaking, right now Trinamool Congress already made their point clear, and it's just a matter of fact, it will be clear in a few hours that any stern steps against Partho Chatterjee will be taken or not. But in one faction is demanding that the stern steps should be taken against Partho Chatterjee, but on the other hand, some of the Trinamool Congress leaders are saying that no steps should be taken against Partho Chatterjee, as the BJP will get another point to raise their voice against the Trinamool Congress. Shavan.
One quick question that I would also like to ask you, Bhaskar, with regards to a serious charge that has now been levelled against Partho, this time by the Enforcement Directorate with regards to manipulation in the medical records. There are also reports being suggested that in the past also, when senior Trinamool Congress leaders were called in for questioning by the central agencies, they've essentially taken the refuge of one particular hospital. Is there anything more that you're really picking up?
Yes, absolutely. Today in Calcutta High Court, Enforcement Directorate officials and Enforcement Directorate lawyers said to Calcutta High Court that they can take Partho Chatterjee through air ambulance into Bhubaneswar, and they will get him checked up and they will produce him tomorrow in PMLA in Kolkata. But the Enforcement Directorate officers, what they said, it's huge, it's massive. They said that in SSKM hospital they were threatened, and SSKM hospital, you know, as the state government demands that SSKM hospital is the state's highest numbered government hospital, and in SSKM hospital the treatment is pretty well, but the claim made by the Enforcement Directorate officials is really massive. And on the other hand, it's absolutely true, Shavan, that in SSKM hospital many Trinamool leaders were admitted in Woodburn block and in other blocks, and after the Calcutta High Court asked Enforcement Directorate to produce the medical certificate, Enforcement Directorate officials submitted ESI Joka's medical certificate where Partho Chatterjee was declared fit. But on the yesterday, after Partho Chatterjee was produced before the special court in Bankshal court, he was taken into SSKM hospital and he was admitted in the ICCU. Shavan.
Thank you very much, Bhaskar, as well as Priyanka, for getting us full details of a story that we've been tracking very closely. Trust you to keep us ahead on it. A few weeks ago, Republic had brought to the fore the practice of Friday leave instead of the normal Sunday leave in several schools in the state of Jharkhand. Now, turns out that after Jharkhand, there has been a similar case of giving Friday namaz leave on Friday instead of Sunday in some schools of Bihar. Friday is a holiday in 19 schools of Kishanganj district, and children are taught on Sundays. To investigate this, Republic crew reached one such school, which goes by the name of Line Urdu School in Kishanganj on Sunday. Take a look at this report.
आज संडे यानी रविवार का दिन है और रविवार को हिंदुस्तान के ज्यादातर जो सरकारी दफ्तर या स्कूल होते हैं या दूसरे भी स्कूल होते हैं वो बंद होते हैं, लेकिन किशनगंज और किशनगंज के आसपास के जिलों में कई ऐसे स्कूल हैं जो संडे को खुले रहते हैं। इस वक्त हम मौजूद हैं किशनगंज के लाइन उर्दू मध्य विद्यालय में, जो आज खुला हुआ है। संडे को यहाँ पर पढ़ाई हो रही है। आप देखिए, संडे को यहाँ पर हलचल है और आम दिनों की तरह ही, जैसे कि सोमवार, मंगलवार, बुधवार को पढ़ाई होती है, वैसा ही यहाँ पर चल रहा है। तो जो देश के दूसरे हिस्सों के बच्चे होंगे उन्हें लगता होगा कि संडे को स्कूल कैसे खुल सकता है, क्योंकि बच्चे संडे का ही इंतजार करते हैं कि उन्हें स्कूल की छुट्टी मिलेगी। लेकिन यहाँ पर ऐसा नहीं होता है। यहाँ संडे को स्कूल खुलता है और छुट्टी होती है फ्राइडे को। तो आज हम इसीलिए आज रविवार के दिन हम यहाँ पर आए ये जानने के लिए कि ऐसा क्यों होता है। देखिए यहाँ पर क्लासेस लगी हुई हैं, सभी बच्चे पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं। दरअसल किशनगंज के करीब 19 ऐसे स्कूल हैं जहां पर शुक्रवार को छुट्टी होती है और संडे को पढ़ाई होती है। ये भी उन्हीं स्कूलों में है और जो स्टाफ है उनका ये कहना है कि जो उर्दू स्कूल हैं वहां पर ये परंपरा 100 साल से ज्यादा से चली आ रही है। ये जो हम विद्यालय इस वक्त जहां मौजूद हैं, ये स्कूल भी 1902 में इसे स्थापित किया गया था। तो ये स्कूल यहाँ पर संडे को पढ़ाई हो रही है। ये रविवार का दिन है और यहाँ शुक्रवार को छुट्टी थी, उसके बाद बाकी दिनों में आम दिनों की तरह पढ़ाई होती है। जो शिक्षा अधिकारी हैं उनका ये कहना है कि ये परंपरा शुरू से चली आ रही है और इसलिए क्योंकि यहाँ जो बहुसंख्यक आबादी है वो मुस्लिम समुदाय से जुड़ी हुई है और स्कूल में जो बच्चे पढ़ते हैं उसमें भी 80% से ज्यादा बच्चे मुस्लिम ही हैं और इसीलिए उन्हें जुमे की नमाज के लिए विशेष तौर पर शुक्रवार को ही छुट्टी देने की जो परंपरा है वो शुरू से चली आ रही है। और इनका ये कहना है कि ये 1902 में जब ये स्थापित हुआ था, जब ये एक स्कूल नहीं था, जो मॉडर्न विद्यालयों का स्वरूप है वो नहीं था, मदरसे की तरह ही एक संस्थान था, शिक्षण संस्थान था, तभी से यहाँ ये परंपरा है। बाद में इसे सरकार ने ले लिया और उसके बाद भी इस परंपरा को कायम रखा गया।
On the other side, Congress leader Pawan Khera in big trouble. Smriti Irani now files legal notice for criminal defamation. Also, Republic brings you live report from Dras in Ladakh, where preparation for the 23rd Kargil Vijay Divas are in full swing.
Heavy rainfalls are expected in Mumbai for the next 4 days.
Lot of people over here with tricolors commemorating the victory of Draupadi Murmu.
ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಲೈಸೆನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಸಂಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ಹಣ ಡೈಲಿ 25ರಿಂದ 30% ಹಣ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾಯಿತ್ತು. ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಏನು ಸಹ ತೊಗೊಂಡೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ಮೈನ್ ಕಂಪ್ನಿಗೆ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 0 ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ನಾನು ದುಡ್ದಂಥ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಹಣವನ್ನು ನನ್ನ ಮನೆಗೆ ಸಹ ತೊಗೊಂಡೋಗ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನಪ್ಪ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ 5 ಲಕ್ಷ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಇನ್ಸೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ 2999 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ರೀಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಒನ್ ಡೇಗೆ 149 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ರೀಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇದೆ. ನಾನು ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡಿತೀನೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಹಣ ನನ್ನ ಮನೆಗೆ ತೊಗೊಂಡೋಗ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇದರಿಂದ ನನ್ನ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಸಹ ನನ್ನ ಕುಟುಂಬ ಸಹ ತುಂಬ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿದೆ.
Wherever you are, whenever you want, Republic Live Stream with you everywhere. Republic Live Stream, India's #1 streaming news.
They are saying that they are ready to work anywhere except in the Kashmir Valley.
Congress in prayer taking their MLAs to Raipur.
Opposition parties have been demanding that there should be justice.
Wherever you are, whenever you want, Republic Live Stream with you everywhere. Republic Live Stream, India's #1 streaming news.
Republic News Network is the only network to get you an aerial view.
सोनिया गांधी से ईडी पूछताछ नहीं कर सकती। इसको रोको यार, तुम हमें लगते हो इधर से। ये क्या मतलब है?
Chandigarh police has applied the water cannon to disperse the protesters.
Wherever you are, whenever you want, Republic Live Stream with you everywhere. Republic Live Stream, India's #1 streaming news.
Wherever you are, whenever you want, Republic Live Stream with you everywhere. Republic Live Stream, India's #1 streaming news.
Heavy rainfalls are expected in Mumbai for the next 4 days.
Lot of people over here with tricolors commemorating the victory of Draupadi Murmu. Wherever you are, whenever you want. Republic Live Stream with you everywhere. Republic Live Stream, India's #1 streaming news. Wherever you are, whenever you want. Republic Live Stream with you everywhere. Republic Live Stream, India's #1 streaming news.
They are saying that they are ready to work anywhere except in the Kashmir Valley.
Congress in prayer taking their MLAs to Raipur.
Opposition parties have been demanding that there should be justice.
Wherever you are, whenever you want, Republic Live Stream with you everywhere. Republic Live Stream, India's #1 streaming news.
Republic News Network is the only network to get you an aerial view.
सोनिया गांधी से ईडी पूछताछ नहीं कर सकती। इसको रोको यार, तुम हमें रखते हो इधर से। ये क्या बदतमीजी है?
Chandigarh police has applied the water cannon to disperse the protesters.
Wherever you are, whenever you want. Republic Live Stream with you everywhere. Republic Live Stream, India's #1 streaming news.
4 gangsters has been arrested along with the arms and ammunition, and they are getting the directions from Lawrence Bishnoi as well as from the Goldi Barat to carry a certain type of extortion racket in Punjab and Haryana as well. This operation was being carried out by STF Haryana. Their interrogation on the same line is being followed.
Alleged Partho aide Orpita stays in Enforcement Directorate custody till Monday in the SSC's camp. It's a big Republic Bangla political scoop. Massive divide in the Trinamool Congress over action against Partho. Also, Congress leader Pawan Khera in big trouble. Smriti Irani fires a legal notice for criminal defamation.
Ready to work anywhere except in the Kashmir Valley.
Congress in prayer taking their MLAs to Raipur.
Opposition parties have been demanding that there should be justice.
Wherever you are, whenever you want, Republic Live Stream with you everywhere. Republic Live Stream, India's #1 streaming news.
Republic News Network is the only network to get you an aerial view.
सोनिया गांधी से ईडी पूछताछ नहीं कर सकती। इसको रोको यार, तुम हमें रखते हो इधर से। ये क्या बदतमीजी है?
Chandigarh police has applied the water cannon to disperse the protesters.
Wherever you are, whenever you want. Republic Live Stream with you everywhere. Republic Live Stream, India's #1 streaming news.
Wherever you are, whenever you want. Republic Live Stream with you everywhere. Republic Live Stream, India's #1 streaming news.
Heavy rainfalls are expected in Mumbai for the next 4 days.
A lot of people over here with tricolors commemorating the victory of Draupadi Murmu.
Wherever you are, whenever you want. Republic Live Stream with you everywhere. Republic Live Stream, India's #1 streaming news.
Wherever you are, whenever you want, Republic Live Stream with you everywhere. Republic Live Stream, India's #1 streaming news.
Republic News Network is the only network to get you an aerial view.
सोनिया गांधी से ईडी पूछताछ नहीं कर सकती। इसको रोको यार, तुम हमें रखते हो इधर से। ये क्या बदतमीजी है?
Chandigarh police has applied the water cannon to disperse the protesters.
Wherever you are, whenever you want. Republic Live Stream with you everywhere. Republic Live Stream, India's #1 streaming news.
They are saying that they are ready to work anywhere except in the Kashmir Valley.
Congress in prayer taking their MLAs to Raipur.
Opposition parties have been demanding that there should be justice.
Wherever wherever you are, whenever you want. Republic Live Stream with you everywhere. Republic Live Stream, India's #1 streaming news.
Heavy rainfalls are expected in Mumbai for the next 4 days.
A lot of people over here with tricolors commemorating the victory of Draupadi Murmu.
Wherever you are, whenever you want. Republic Live Stream with you everywhere. Republic Live Stream, India's #1 streaming news.
Wherever you are, whenever you want. Republic Live Stream with you everywhere. Republic Live Stream, India's #1 streaming news.
They are saying that they are ready to work anywhere except in the Kashmir Valley.
Congress in prayer taking their MLAs to Raipur.
Opposition parties have been demanding that there should be justice.
Wherever you are, whenever you want. Republic Live Stream with you everywhere. Republic Live Stream, India's #1 streaming news.
They are saying that they are ready to work anywhere except in the Kashmir Valley.
Congress in prayer taking their MLAs to Raipur.
Opposition parties have been demanding that there should be justice.
Amity University has been ranked number 22 amongst over 1,000 government and private universities in India by NIRF, Ministry of Education, Government of India. A testimony to Amity's excellence in education, research and innovation.
Wherever you are, whenever you want.
Wherever you are, whenever you want. Republic Live Stream with you everywhere. Republic Live Stream, India's #1 streaming news.
Partha Chatterjee's aide Arpita stays in ED custody will be produced in court again on Monday in the cash scam in Bengal. The Enforcement Directorate makes a massive allegation in the Calcutta High Court, says Partha threatened ED officials. The Republic Bangla political scoop, massive divide in the Trinamool Congress over inaction against Partha Chatterjee, the minister in Bengal arrested. Congress leader Pawan Khera is in big trouble. Smriti Irani fires a legal notice for criminal defamation. AAP versus BJP video wars begin. AAP fires a charge with a shorter edited clip. BJP hits back, counters. Monkeypox case reported in national capital. The tally rises to 4. High-level review meeting will be held today. Thank you for joining us on Republic TV this Sunday evening. The centre has held a high-level review meeting after a 34-year-old man from the national capital with no history of foreign travel tested positive for the monkeypox virus, making it the 4th case of the disease reported in India. Sources saying the meeting by the centre was chaired by the Directorate General of Health Services and attended by officials from the Health Ministry, the National Centre for Disease Control and ICMR, among others. Now, a lot of people have questions around what's going on because this is the 4th case of the disease being reported in India, and the WHO has called it an emergency worldwide. And the latest patient, a 34-year-old man from the national capital, had recently attended a party, we are told, in Manali in Himachal Pradesh. A resident of West Delhi, the man was isolated at the LNJP hospital in Delhi around 3 days ago after he showed symptoms of the disease. A lot of people have questions around monkeypox, and a lot of viewers have been writing into us. So let's go across to Dr. Sanjeev Bagai, Senior Pediatrician and Chairman, Nephron Clinic, and Dr. Sanjit
Sasidharan, who's a consultant and head of critical care at the SL Raheja Hospital. Both of them joining us on the show this evening. Good evening, doctors. Dr. Bagai first. Good evening. A lot of viewers, writing in and asking what this means and why we need to be aware. Dr. Bagai, to you first. If you can tell us more about your view on where we stand today and why India must be careful.
Good evening. So this virus is very much new with regards the Indian scenario. Likewise, most of the world. This is a single-stranded DNA virus. It belongs to the orthopox group of viruses, which also includes things like vaccinia, which is of the old frame, or the cowpox vaccine, cowpox virus. This transmits basically through animal to human transmission, human to human transmission, and it's a large study which has been done in UK because that was the first case reported worldwide on 6th of May, in which they showed a lot of this is in gays who practice same-sex sexual contact. And they have also now proven, again in another UK study, that it is airborne, both droplet and microaerosol. So the real carry-home message is that this is having a long incubation period ranging from 5 days to 21 days. The disease itself, the symptomatology can last for approximately 10 to 14 days. By and large, it is mild. You have severe rashes, almost invariably rashes, high-grade fever, very, very bad fatigue and muscle pain, and then pustules. You have lymph node enlargement. Very rarely you have complications like CNS complications like encephalitis, etc. The trick is really of early isolation. Don't self-medicate. Don't hide the symptoms. Bring it to the attention of the local health authorities. This virus is not known to mutate as much as what the RNA viruses mutated, like the SARS-CoV-2, which causes COVID-19 disease. There is two type of vaccines which are available internationally. Both are live virus vaccines given subcutaneously at 4 weeks gap, having about an 85% protection rate. But I don't think we need to reach a stage of vaccination discussion as far as the Indian scenario is concerned. This is still very early days. We've got about 4 cases, but a high vigilance. I think the medical community needs to be sensitized. To be honest with all the viewers, none of us have seen monkeypox in the recent past in our own clinical practices. So I think we all have to learn it. We have to read more on it, and we need to bring it to the attention as far as the public is concerned. Any high-grade fever with rash, lymph node involvement, severe fatigue, pustular type of rash, very much like chickenpox or the old smallpox, bring it to the attention of the local doctors. No need to panic, but quick isolation is important because this is transmissible.
Let me go across to Dr. Sanjay.